Welcome, I'm Dennis Doyle. I want to talk to you about values, or more properly, what we value. And what brings this topic to my mind is my exposure to and association with men who have been in a position of power, prestige, and wealth. I have observed firsthand how people pay respect and deference to the powerful. In fact, I have known men who considered me their peer, and when one more powerful walked into the room, their whole personality and demeanor instantly changed. They made it their purpose to shake hands with the powerful one. They lit up. They were deferential. Before my very eyes, they instantly transformed themselves into a totally different person. And then when the powerful one left the room and they came down out of orbit, they switched back to their original demeanor. When I witnessed this phenomena, I would think, what is it about us humans that compels us to worship success? Why do we love to achieve and be associated with success? I guess it just makes us feel good to be successful and associate with even more successful people. And as a consequence of loving success, we just don't want to be associated with anyone who is not successful. And it is this attribute of man which Christ spent considerable time speaking to during his life on earth. Christ knew that most men, then and thereafter living, would want nothing to do with the powerless, nothing to do with the poor and downtrodden. He knew we would, if left alone, rush towards success and trample anyone in our way. So what did he do? He associated with the very people he knew we would try to avoid. Christ only had contact with the powerful when they summoned him for cross-examination. Christ gravitated toward the people we gravitate away from, and he had gravitated away from the people we gravitate towards. When Christ came into the world 2,000 years ago, God had been intervening in the lives of the Jews, his chosen people, for about 1,800 years. He knew their foibles and failings, and he sent Christ not only to die in atonement for our sins, but to teach us how to lead our lives. He who is first shall be last. Whoever loves the least among you shall love me. The priorities of this world are at the bottom of the list in God's kingdom. Can you imagine a world where people walked down a street and treated the shabbiest beggar with the highest degree of respect? Can you imagine a world in which the biggest movie star, the wealthiest businessman, and the most powerful politician all walked down the same street and nobody looked twice at them? It would be an upside-down world. That is God's world. That is God's kingdom. As Christians, we must literally turn this world on its head. We must literally reorder this world's priorities. That is why being a Christian is so difficult. We will always be strangers, foreigners in our own backyards. Just for today, every time we see the attractive, look for the unattractive, and then let us think, I am now looking where God is present. Do I see God?